Alright, we got a new one. Or do we? Slackel? Wait, no, we already did this one. But they released another one. Um, didn't they already come out with that? We just looked at that. Slackware. What is Slackware based off of? This would be Salix. Slackel is a Linux distribution live CD based on Slackware Linux. Is that XFCE? The open box or mate, and then Conky. I think this should be like mandatory on every operating system. I just love it. Yeah. We tried this one. I like it. I just don't know what would I do with it. You know, it's like I was saying earlier, there's so many different distros out there, and they all do the same thing at the end of the day, really. So let's see. What is? Do you still have like straight up Slackware? They do. I wonder. I'm not really sure that I've actually used it, because I think you have to set it up like a manual configuration, like Arch. Let's see, how far back do we go here? Dude, that's awesome. 1994. 924. Dude, I think you can still get the ISO. I'm just kind of curious. Can I still get the 1994 ISO? I wouldn't think so. I mean, but so Slackware 15 ISO. Install DVD ISO. Install DVD ISO ASC. I don't know what that would be. We'll go ahead and grab it. I might have to pull up another machine and, you know, figure out how to install it. Let's see. General info. What is Slackware? The official release of Slackware Linux by Patrick Vollering is an advanced Linux operating system designed with the twin goals of ease in use and stability as top priority, including the latest popular software while retaining a sense of tradition, providing simplicity and ease of use along with flexibility and power. Slackware brings the best of all worlds to the table. Originally developed by Linus Torvalds in 1991, the Unix Z-like Linux operating system now benefits from contributions of a million users and developers around the world. Slackware Linux provides new and experienced users alike with a fully featured system. Whew, sorry guys, I'm getting tired again. Equipped to serve in any capacity from the desktop workstation to machine room server, web, FTP, and email servers are ready to go out the box, as are a wide selection of popular desktop environments. A full range of development tools, editors, and current libraries is included for the user who wishes to develop or compile additional software. Since its first beta release in April of 1993, the Slackware Linux project has aimed at producing the most Unix-like Linux distribution out there. Slackware complies with published Linux standards, such as the Linux File System Standard. We have always considered simplicity and stability paramount. As a result, Slackware has become one of the most popular, stable, and friendly distributions available. Okay. Slackware is a complete multitasking Unix-like system available in both 32 and 64-bit. It is currently based around the 4.4 Linux kernel series and GNU C library version 2.23. It contains an easy-to-use installation program, extensive online documentation, and menu-driven system. A full installation gives the X Windows system. So I guess it's not going to be hard to install. Well, let's take a look. If I can get my virtual machine to run, I feel like my computer might be running a little funky again. I just type in some random thing. I'm assuming that it has finished downloading, but I could be wrong. Whoa, that was weird. Usually it asks a bunch more stuff. I think I might have did that wrong. I guess we'll find out in a second. This prompt is just for entering extra parameters. If you don't need to enter any parameters, hit enter to default to boot the default kernel. Okay. Cool. If you are not using a US keyboard, you may now load a different one. To select a different keyboard map, press and enter one. If you're using US map, just press enter. Welcome to Slackware Linux disk version 15.0. You will need one or more partitions of type Linux prepared. It is recommended that you create a swap partition for the installation. If you're having problems and you think might be related to low memory, you can try activating the swap partition before you run the setup. After making swap partition type 82 with CFDisk or FDisk, activate it like this. MK swap dev partition, swap on dev partition. Once you have prepared the disk partitions for Linux, type setup to begin the installation process. I don't think I can do that. Root. Okay. might be kind of hard to do on here. I have no idea what we're doing. Let's see. Remap your keyboard, set up your partitions, set up your target partitions, select the source media, select the categories of software you want to install. Before you can install the software, complete the following tasks. Select your source media, select your target partitions, and select which categories. You may also optionally remap the keyboard. Okay. So, I don't think it's going to let me do that. Okay. Yeah. So this one here, I believe I've done it before. I just, it doesn't want to work on the virtual machine. Sorry about that, guys.